Welcome back, everyone. My name's Anthony. This is my channel, and I'm on my way to my shop. Let's see. I'm driving the Sequoia today. April said that the brake pedal went to the floor, and that's not on. I did not expect that to eventually happen. I mean, it does happen, but you usually don't see master cylinder failure until around 100,000 miles. This has 300,000 miles on it, but it's Toyota, right? It's when Toyota had quality products, quality parts. College move-in yesterday was a success. If many of you had children and they went to college, then you know what the experience was like. Anthony went to a community college over here, and it just wasn't for him, and Peyton said, I'm gonna stay on campus in Philly, so that's where she's at. Her first overnight into adulthood. So yesterday I was doing some video, and I think the security team alerted I don't know, they have somebody in charge of, I guess, public affairs or something like that. And the lady came out and, said, hey, some people were concerned. Well, I don't believe it was anybody who was there. It had to have been the security team, because as I was on the bus waving to the security team with my phone in front of them, and I didn't know you weren't allowed to make video. There's no signs that say anything on the college campus anywhere. And I said, well, I consider this public. And she said, no, it's actually a private facility. Are you a parent? Yeah, we're paying for this. She's like, I understand, it's exciting. She goes, but if you don't mind. I said, oh, absolutely not. I don't mind. I actually thank you for the way that you handled the situation. And she's like, have a great day. No big. Starving. I usually eat all day long while I'm at the shop. So I was at the shop in the morning and had my original Cheez-It snack, and I did drink my tea, and by 10:30 I was out, and so we didn't really eat anything, so we're all exhausted around 3 o'clock, so we drive up to Chick-fil-A. That wouldn't be my go-to. And there was these young boys outside of the parking garage selling candy. And they're usually in unlabeled boxes, and I wonder if they're getting those kits or how. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's basketball, maybe it's football. I don't usually ask them. So April and I were at the Cherry Hill Mall, and I seen 2 kids, a month ago doing that, and I'm like, come here, dudes. They're like, what's up? I said, sell me all your candy. Count them up. And they're like, what? Yeah, so I do that, one, to, admire the younger generation. They could be out there stealing, robbing, or doing nothing, right? We're causing problems. But no, they either are on their way to entrepreneurism, I call it, or they're actually doing it for their, basketball team or a football team or the whatever team they're trying to do. No, they didn't say anything, and I didn't ask. So I didn't ask if it was a fundraiser. I just said, sell me all your candy. So yesterday, similar situation, and one kid had 24 bars left. I'm like, give them to me all, and $2 a bar. He was like, whoa, so exciting. And then the other kid had like 40. I'm like, yeah, I give them all. So I gave him 100, and I said, hey, go get yourself something to drink or whatever. And they were so excited to be done with their day out there in the heat too. It was hot outside. I don't know how long they were there. Like, we were just there to get some grub and get out. But I do give back to the community when I can. And it takes a lot for if I had to ask my kids to do that. Yeah, right. I don't think they would go stand out in the heat anywhere and sell candy. Definitely not Aunt. Peyton might, but she wouldn't be too happy about it. But yeah, it's an admirable trait. You know, and kudos to them. They could be getting in trouble and, you know, getting arrested and a bunch of other things that, you know, young teens today who can be misled. And it's good that they kind of experience the math and cash transaction and people's behaviors. It's a taste of what dealing with the public is. I have a bunch of stuff here that I don't know if I'm going to do a box opening for everything. If I get around to it, we'll see. I have my AR housing for the turbo, smaller AR housing. Bad Chad, it recommends using spray 9 when you're degreasing paint and body work. I have some pie cuts for a new exhaust system for my engine when I get that back for the turbo build. I have some new headers coming. And some paint. Thanks for watching.